Yo, shout out to myself on this track real quick.
Nonsense. 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 Nonsense.
Hey yo, I told y'all, people getting hard to listen to. Throwing shade, be forgetting who they pitching to.
What is going down, YouTube? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with another NCAA Football 14 Dynasty featuring my number 13 Washington State Cougars. And today we are in San Diego, California, the nice sunny shores of Southern California. And today we are taking on Baylor in our bowl game. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what bowl game we have. We have the Holiday Bowl, and that is not a very good bowl, to be honest. I was actually expecting a January bowl. So we got ripped off, but there is one commenter, one subscriber who said that we would play Baylor, so shout out to that guy. I think it was the Gaming Universe 24. Shout out to him for guessing the correct team. Not quite the correct bowl, but very good guess on which team we played. I actually played the game previous to that. When I played that, or saw that comment, I was like, dude, he just guessed the team right. All he had to do was guess the correct bowl. And a lot of people said the Alamo Bowl, which kind of surprised me because we did finish 10-2 on the season, which, you know, was really good. And considering our ranking, I mean, I thought we would be at least, I don't know, in the something like the Outback Bowl or something. I know it's not like the conferences that are, you know, the Pac-12. The Pac-12 doesn't play in the Outback Bowl, but something like that, something in the sense of a January bowl, because I think we deserved a little bit better than this bowl. I mean, for crying out loud, 10-2 is a really good record. We've beaten some teams down this year. We've come back from behind and faced some really tough adversity and fought through it. So as you see right there, Bryce Petty taking that 175 yards for the touchdown. That is not a good way to start off on defense, that's for sure. We need to figure out a way to contain Baylor's offense. There is a line that has been drawn, and I don't know I don't know where that exactly is yet. I'm searching for that line for when I'm gonna have enough with this offense. I need to either find something or I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So Connor Holiday in there right now, giving that pass off to Vince Molly, but now later on in the drive we have Leroy Thomas in the game. Changing the play. He wants to see what he could do. He's going to take off running. As you see, the outside linebacker coming on that blitz, and he takes off immediately and gets the touchdown, and it's now 14-7. Leroy Thomas. I said Leroy Holiday. Wow, I really messed up that time. But Leroy Thomas will be our starting quarterback next year. There's no doubt in my mind that he has earned that spot as our starting quarterback. Main reason is, I mean, look how versatile he is. He has an 81 speed. He may not have the greatest throw power and accuracy yet, but he is sure as in the hell is working there to be probably, I wouldn't say the best quarterback I've ever played with, but he is really good. So I really like the way this offense is set up next year. With the way our offense is going to be set up next year, we're going to lose Dominic Williams. We're going to lose Vince Molly, which really breaks my heart. It really does. I'm going to miss the hell out of that guy. Such a versatile weapon. Whether it's short, like long, like up and high, go get it. Just about anything you ask this guy to do, he'll do it. That's what he does. I mean, Vince Molly is probably my best receiver I've ever played with in NCAA. Seriously, like, oh my God, I'm going to miss him so much. Teandre Caldwell is coming back for his senior year, but he is not starting. I have decided to go with, I think it's Marcus Mason, or no, wait. Number 27. I don't know. At the top of my head, I don't know who he is. But I'm going to go with a different style of running backs next year to give it a shot, because I really did not like the production of Teandre Caldwell over the past couple of seasons. So I'm going to give this new running back a shot. I think, no, it's Gerard Wicks. That's his name. Gerard Wicks. There we go. But that is going to be my starting running back next year. I really want to see what he can do in a starting role, because every time he comes into the game, he fills in the shoes for a couple of plays. I mean, he comes in and produces. He gets us yards. So why not upgrade him to that starting role? Defensively, I think we're going to be fine. We have our defensive captain coming back for our third straight season, and we expect him to do many great things. Daryl Monroe, great player. I hope he does well in the senior season. Our defense will be a much more improved, but our offense might take a dip. but it actually might be more versatile. It might be more of a threat. I would say probably 2 years down the road when Leroy's a senior. I'm not saying like next year, or the year after that, but maybe when Leroy's a senior. Right now he's going into next season, he'll be a sophomore, so we're going to see what he can do. I really want to see how versatile this team can be with him at the helm, because he, with that, brings an offensive running game that we have yet to accomplish, even getting a running back near 1,000 yards. So if I start Gerard Wicks and Leroy Thomas, it is going to do me so many favors, because one, Gerard Wicks has some power in him. I mean, he's not like back in the Iowa Dynasty when we had Mark Wiseman. I mean, that guy was a freaking truck. He would get 10 yards just without even trying. So my thing is, if we can get a guy who could just shove a guy down every now and then, pick up an extra yard or two on a broken play, you know, that would do us favors. And with Leroy's read option threat, our offense might be more of a threat than this offense. We were first in the nation this year in offensive scoring. We scored close to 40, 50 points a game, at least. Our offense was #1 in the country in scoring. Maybe not #1 at defensive scoring, but definitely #1 in offensive scoring. We were a well-tuned machine. We won basically through our offense, and next year it's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first, but I really hope that this offense just does well. I really want it to do well. That's all I'm really hoping for. So here on 3rd down and goal, I'm done rambling about how my team is looking for next year, even though you guys probably would thinking that's like a great thing to talk about, but we got some gameplay to finish here. We're up 28-14 here in the first half with 12 seconds left as Lodge Seedstrunk rushes for 24 yards on that play. This game has been nothing but offense, and it's just shot after shot after shot after shot as Bryce Petty looking deep down the field, and it's Norwood wide open. He's gone. Touchdown Baylor. 55 yards. It's now 28-21. This game's gone out of hand. I swear, this game's just gone crazy. There's no defense being played, but then again, both offenses are really good. I mean, really good, and both defenses are really bad. So we got to figure out something here on this defensive side to try and fight the power of the Baylor offense, because it's really been tough so far. It's 28-21. Even though this team is 6-6 on the season, this team is still a pretty big threat with their offense. I feel like this team has just gotten a few bad losses, and I was just looking at their schedule. They just had a few tough losses. If they would have knocked those out, they probably would have been at least where we are in the rankings, at least, I think. You just never know with the NCAA rankings and how that's actually going to turn out. But actually, one more thing I would like to talk about. It may not look like it's in the near future, but with the NCAA coming out with this court case and how the NCAA is pretty much losing their case right now, we might get a new game. So that is going to be amazing, and I really cannot wait to see how that actually pans out, because if NCAA loses their case and we get our game back, which means we could get next gen NCAA, which means I could probably get rid of my Xbox. Just saying. I mean, this is the only game. If I ever play Xbox, this is the only game I play. All the other stuff has been played on next gen consoles. But anyway, my question to you guys is, if there is a new NCAA, if there ever is a new NCAA, would you guys? I know you guys would love me to do that, but of course, it's really just, would you like to see the game back? And if so, like, what big changes would you like to be seeing in NCAA? Like, personally, I think the game's not perfect. There's obviously some glitches and stuff like that. You've seen them, and I've posted videos about them too. Like, with Cooper playing his Arizona Tulane game, the quarterback throws it behind the, like, he goes in a throwing motion and throws the ball backwards. Like, how do you do that? And then there's that Penn State glitch that everybody's come to know me about somewhat, with everybody all huddled up and just in a little circle jerk and whatnot, and just, what are they doing, you know? I've found those glitches in NCAA. I mean, it's been funny. Just what kind of things would you like to be seen changed in NCAA? I personally would like to see possibly maybe not such a high interception rate. I mean, there's defensive linemen that have a nice catch. They can catch the ball on a consistent basis. I mean, that's my biggest problem. I could see probably quarterbacks catching the ball better than some receivers. That's just me, because I mean, anybody can catch the ball in this game. I mean, yeah, you see a few drops every now and then, but I mean, that's probably like once or twice a game. And not to mention the fact that every freaking defensive player can jump like 50 feet in the air to get a ball. I mean, no one's like, everybody has like the same jumping ability, it seems like, if you're on defense. So that's just me. And maybe see a bit more traditions in the game. I mean, personally, I would like to see, you know, like for Iowa, like how they, you know, come out of the tunnel like holding hands, standing united as one. I mean, you see that in like the montage, but like have like better presentation in my opinion. I mean, this presentation is kind of average in my opinion, but if you have like a better presentation, maybe with next gen they could possibly do that. So again, leave your guys' thoughts on that too. I can't wait to see how that court case ends up being settled, because I really want a new game. I really just want to just get rid of my Xbox. And hopefully, the only reason I do play Xbox is to keep playing NCAA, because there's no other football game like right now that I want to play, because I really don't want to play Madden, but I am doing Madden 15 franchise soon enough. But I still like playing NCAA, and that's the only reason I have an Xbox. As you see, Tracy Clark just comes up and smashes that ball away from him, and like says, "No, that's not yours. That's mine." So only a few more plays left in this video, guys. We do end up winning this game, obviously. We are up by a lot. Only up by a couple touchdowns, but there's not enough time for them to make a comeback, especially with us having the ball in red zone territory. So we're going to finish 11-2 on the season. 11-2. Not bad, right? Not bad. I'm actually shaking my head up and nodding my head a little bit. Like, not bad, not bad. So another question, too. You guys got a lot of questions today. What do you guys expect from next season? I know you guys are just getting thrown a bunch of questions at you guys, at your faces today. You're just like, oh my God, Sid, stop asking questions. But I really want you guys' thoughts on how you think I'm going to do next year with this new offensive setup and new defensive setup. Well, kind of a not new defensive setup, but more of like it's kind of a couple of personnel changes, but not too many. Not too many that I really are just noticeable. But with Leroy Thomas at the helm, how do you think this team will do next year in the 12 games? So, do you think we're gonna finish like 9-3 or 9-3 or 8-4, 6-6, something like that? Because I really just want to know. Because you guys, I would like some opinions on it. How you think our team's gonna do? So, obviously, we do end up winning the game. Final score 56-28. That is how we end our season with a bang, going out with fireworks. As you see, Vince Molly, I'm gonna miss that guy so much. That guy has been spectacular. I wish I just could keep him in college forever. That guy has meant so much to this team over the past couple of seasons. It makes me want to cry. So, Holiday, I'm not going to miss as much. Dominic Williams, I am going to miss a little bit. I didn't really think of him as like a true weapon / threat, only because of Vince Molly. Like, see that stat line right there. 9 catches, 202 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That is like NFL-esque. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss that guy. Like, and you guys are gonna miss him too. You guys are gonna see how much this offense has changed without him being on that sideline or on that field. It's really gonna make a difference next year. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer of myself, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But until next time, my name is Sim with Vengeance, and I am the mayor of Jam City, and I am out. Peace.